But I know for me, four it just really clicked for me. That's why I say four is my favorite. As crazy as that sounds, but I love four. The inventory doesn't pause the game. Oh, you talking about in Silent Hill 4? Yeah, because in Silent Hill 4, you actually have a limited inventory. I mean, but you can pause, so that's cool. But yeah, here we are. Room 312. Can I play my sex tape yet? There's nothing interesting written in the memo book. It kind of looks peaceful outside. There's a television here, even when it's plugged in. All I get is snow. Can we play the sex tape? That's all I want to know. Okay. We gotta find a V8. Oh, what's that? There's a VCR here. I can watch our sex tape. Please be a sex tape.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Oh boy. A little bit of foreshadowing. The first cough. I'm sure she just has a cold. Did he just smother her with a pillow? Please don't tell me I just saw this nigga smother his dead wife, well, a live wife with a pillow. And why is this on film, by the way? James, you got some explaining to do. You want to talk about this? You know, shit got real when they bring out the lo-fi hip hop music in Silent Hill. I killed my wife. Now I'm looking for her in Silent Hill. I'm a crazy motherfucker. Laura, what's up?
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already.
Oh, now you want to hang out. Now you want to kick it with Big Bro, Big Aniki.
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie.
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick.
Actually, about that.
I killed her.
Whoa! Twist! Spoiler alert. I didn't know this, by the way, so I'm in shock. You know, the only thing I knew about.
Kill her. Why'd you do it? I hate you. I want her back. Give her back to me.
I'll kill you too.
Care about her. I hate you, James. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I could do it again.
She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry.
My bad. Killed my wife. My bad.
Mary, you know, isn't here.
Oops. Oof. Well, I guess we can leave now, James.
I'm sorry.
Let's go back home. We had fun in Silent Hill. Time to go. Get up.
That voice.
Oh, Lord. I almost convinced him to leave. Damn it. There's nothing left. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. Turn that off. Yeah. Nice touch. You can really shut her up. Cool. All right, but yeah, I didn't know he killed his wife. And considering this is Silent Hill, maybe he didn't, and I don't know. Maybe that was like an illusion. I don't know what's real and what's not, to be honest. Let's assume that was real. James killed his wife. Why would he kill his wife? Was he putting her out of her misery? Like maybe she got so sick and he was like, I can't stand to see you suffer anymore. They need to fix the roof, by the way. Not cool. And this music is creeping me out. Fix that too. But yeah, maybe he killed his wife purple. Maybe he killed his wife because she was miserable and he couldn't stand it anymore. Like a mercy killing, like, oh, I just don't want you to suffer anymore. Ah. Or maybe he was like, I'm tired of taking care of your sick ass. I'm tired of wiping your butt and cleaning up after you. Like, die, bitch. I hate you. You know, I'm just saying, like, you gotta think about this. He might have had I wouldn't say a good reason. I wouldn't say good, but you know. Let's at least try to think of a motive, right? But I've always known that, yeah, Silent Hill 2, James looking for his dead wife. I always knew that aspect of it. But that he killed her, damn, like I'm surprised. Like that's a twist. I would have never guessed. James seemed like such a cool guy. Well, kind of crazy too. It makes sense though, because I always said James was a little unbalanced, Just a little unbalanced. Why not both? Why not both what? I forgot what we were talking about. The motives? So it's just time to go now? We just dip out? Oh, let me turn the radio back on too. But why are the scribbles purple now? That's weird. Okay. I never used a knife. That's kind of alarming. I don't think there's a game with more locked doors than Silent Hill. I heard somebody say that the Silent Hill game with the most locked doors is Silent Hill Origins. I haven't played that yet though. A book here. Okay. Oh shit, headphones. Let's jam out, James. See what they got over there.
Going to die. You must be joking. I'm very sorry.
Okay, flashback.
It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die? Please, calm down. As her doctor.
I'm not Jesus, bitch.
But there's still no effective treatment for her condition. How long does
You're a doctor. Why can't you just save everybody?
I'm afraid I'm not sure.
Like, nigga, do you know how this doctor shit work?
Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
I can't hear anything anymore. So I guess now they're gonna start filling in the gaps so that I can learn more about his troubled past. Yeah, but still, why did he smother her? I forgot if I asked you this before. Do you have high hopes for the remake coming out of Silent Hill 2? Some people on the internet are acting divisive over it before it's even out, but honestly, I'll give it a try. I'll try the original first if it arrives at this point. It'll show up. If I had to guess, I would bet that it would be, pretty good. One thing I've noticed about video game remakes is that if the developers give it an honest try, they usually knock it out of the park, right? Going back to Resident Evil 1 remake, and then the remakes after that, Resident Evil 2 remake, the 3 remake, not good, but they also put their B team on that. So it's an example of what happens when they don't give it their best shot. But Resident Evil 4, another example of what happens when you make a remake and put your all into it. Because really the thing is, you already have a working source material, right? Like you have a game that is already proven to be effectively enjoyable to the audience. But now it's 10, 15, 20 years later where you have a bigger budget, better tech, right? So you already know what to do. You just do it and make everything better, right? I guess I'm oversimplifying it, but what I'm saying is how many video game remakes can you name that flopped or did not do very well or weren't well received? And even I think most recently, look at Common, even Rare, unless you're willing to play them on the emulator. So I'm sure a lot of gamers have heard of Silent Hill, but probably haven't played it for that very reason. And I'm sure the buzz around Silent Hill 2 remake is going to be pretty significant. And just imagine all the Twitch streamers wanting to play Silent Hill 2 remake. So I think it's going to be quite the event, similar to when Resident Evil 4 remake came out. I think that it's going to be definitely of interest to fans of Silent Hill, but I think it's also going to attract a new younger audience as well. I wouldn't say like I got the highest hopes for it. I just don't expect it to be a flop. Basically, I think it's gonna do all right as long as they try in earnest to do well by the game and its source material. I think they'll be fine. Because we've seen time and time again that when developers do remakes, it just tends to go well because it already works. I don't know. It's kind of weird because when you look at movie remakes, it doesn't work like that, right? You notice like when people try to remake movies, it's kind of hit or miss. But video game remakes just tend to do well from what I've seen. That's why I'm not too worried about it, you know. I got lost too. But I mentioned this before. The only thing that kind of, I wouldn't say it bothers me, but what's kind of weird is that they skipped Silent Hill 1 and went right to 2, right? And you kind of get it because Silent Hill 2 is the most popular out of the series. Let's be honest. But since I just played Silent Hill 1 and I really liked it, I'm kind of like, damn, it's, you know, it's kind of messed up. Like Silent Hill 1 deserved better than to get skipped over like that. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. So it's like, damn, like you just gonna skip over 1 and go straight to 2. But like I said before, I think they're going for the sure thing, right? If you do a Silent Hill 1 remake, nothing is certain. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I like it, but let's be honest, the buzz wouldn't be the same. The buzz wouldn't be the same. Because then people would just be like, oh, I can't wait till they remake 2. Right? I think Konami were just like, fuck it, let's go right for Silent Hill 2, right for the juggler, right? Give the people what they want, what they need. But I guess, you know, I just mentioned the Persona 3 remake, right? It's kind of similar because they skipped over Persona 1 and 2 and 2. But in that case, that makes sense because Persona 1 and 2 are very different from the games that came afterwards. Yeah, I'm stuck. I've been running around in circles for 5 minutes straight. Okay. Personally, I loved what they showed. Oh, but so far what they showed in Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 remake. I've only seen like a few screenshots, right? And you know, some of the posts that Konami made on their Twitter or X account. That's about it. But yeah, I just think it's gonna be a slam dunk. You can't go wrong here. Like, you would have to go out of your way to fuck it up. And I think given, oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. Yeah, and I think given the fact that Silent Hill is kind of falling off the radar in terms of like being relevant in today's gaming era, I don't think Konami wants to continue that streak, you know? Because if you think about it, like look at how much bigger Resident Evil is compared to Silent Hill 2. I don't think it's a stretch to say that Resident Evil is a bigger franchise than Silent Hill. In like basement? Oh shit. Oh. Sorry about that. My internet went out for some reason. Oh shit. Lord, what the hell? I remember these guys. Yeah, this is kind of spooky. I press the switch, but nothing happens. Oh, Lord. That's no good. Oh, a jukebox. I've got no use for that right now. So have we just switched over to the hell world or something? Is that what's going on? I told you guys, they give you just way too many resources. Dude, I got it. I gotta call them out, man. Look at that. That's just ridiculous, dude. They're just way too generous for to the player. Look at that. More shot. I mean, they give you more stuff than you would ever even need. I don't think I've ever played a survival horror game on normal that was as generous with the resources as Silent Hill 2. I think this might be the most I've ever seen. Oh shit, what the hell? I ain't gonna lie, this is spooky. Especially since they're crawling on the damn floor now. I guess there's no point trying to shoot. Oh, it's Angela. I hope I don't have to kill her too. I feel like I lost all my friends. All my Silent Hill buddies.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left.
Oh boy.
Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away?
Nobody is normal in this game, huh?
You're not my mama.
Obviously.
It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela. That's wrong.
Whoa, that's dark.
No. Don't pity me. I'm not worth it.
That's a cool hair clip.
Or maybe you think you can save me.
Oh boy. I can save her.
Me?
Hear me out.
Take care of me?
Mm.
Heal all my pain? That's what I thought.
Oh, we back? Yeah, my internet seems to be doing jumping jacks again. Yep. Let's hope it stays stable. My God. Can I walk through the flames? I wonder how much damage that does, though. Okay. Alright, I can't do anything with that. Alright. So I'm not going that way, huh? Stream keeps ending and starting again and freezing. Sorry for not telling you sooner, but I didn't know if it's on your end or two not. Maybe just me. No! That's what I hate about fucking streaming, dude. God, hold up. Let me, God, that's such bad news. Don't even tell me shit like that. God. Let me see. Let me just do let me see something real quick. No, I'm not getting any drop frames. I'm not getting any drop frames. That's weird. No drop frames. Okay. No drop frames. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, it was acting up on my end too. That's why I was a little worried. But I'm looking at it here too, so I can see when it goes out. But let's see if it remains stable. All right, let's see if it remains stable. I put it on the Wi-Fi and off the internet there. Unfortunate, but what can you do? It'd be like that. It's the world of streaming, baby. Live television. Shit happens. Right, James? Sometimes you just kill your wife. Oh, boy. This looks spooky. It's been a while since I saw an old Pyramid Head. Something tells me I don't have a map of this place. Call me crazy. Man, I swear, I've never seen such generosity. Is this Silent Hill 2 or Resident Evil 4? Oh boy. I don't think I've ever killed one of those things like yet. Okay. Oh boy. Why were there like 6 of them? I mean, wait, like 9 of them? There's like 9. Why were there like 9 of these damn things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this it? Doesn't this door look like end of the game shit? Like this is it. Let's see. Like this looks pretty serious. Oh Lord.
Leave us both the hell alone!
Oh God. This is like the 4th time she's died. God, man. She can't get a break.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
This 2-on-1. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm glad I kept my rifle. Oh, Lord. I can't run away now. It's locked. It's locked. Oh, man, that was some quick reloading there, James. Impressive. You know, the bad thing about fighting the Pyramid Head, though, every time you hit him, you just hear the bullets ricochet off of his little helmet. So you don't get the satisfaction of actually feeling like you're doing anything. Oh, damn. God, it's actually, like, as awkward as they are, it's kind of hard to avoid them. But I'm being greedy, too. I think I gotta shoot once and then run. Yeah, this is about right. Did he just hit me there? Oh no, that was like the Pyramid Head sound. Yeah, I got you. Not a bad strategy. But I don't think I want to spend all my ammo on these guys. Because I know there's got to be another boss, right? And how we looking? Oh, that's not too bad. All right, but let's do it like this. This might take a while. I'm gonna be honest. What if the solution is to let them kill you? Oh no. Great. No, it was kind of close. Fighting Pyramid Head, it just always feels like I'm doing it wrong. Oh my God. Pyramid Head won't move anymore. I got a rust colored egg. Scarlet egg. Oh my God. Was that really it? Okay. Well, we beat him. It's about the size of a quail's egg. Pyramid Head was holding it. Pyramid Head was holding it. Okay. Well, I guess all's well that ends well, so I won't complain, but right. They want the best boss battle. Won't quite Resident Evil El Gigante. You know, I feel like with the Silent Hill 2 remake coming out, there's a round indentation. You know, it could steer Silent Hill back in a more positive direction. You know, because I remember with Resident Evil when they dropped Resident Evil 6, even though it sold incredibly well from what I've heard, it wasn't really well received by a lot of the fans. You know, and that could have really been a downslide for Resident Evil as a franchise. You know, but they rebounded with Resident Evil 7 and the Resident Evil 2 remake. So this Silent Hill 2 remake could be more than just, you know, an opportunity for the fans to enjoy an updated version of their favorite game, right? It could be a revival. I'm just saying, right? Silent Hill 5. Well, no, we already got 5, right? Well, I don't know. Like 6, 7? What are you at now in the franchise? I don't know. Point is, it could be an opportunity for a revival, basically, if they play their cards right.
Mary,
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Oh
Mary,
boy.
What are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusted. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster.
Oh boy.
What are you looking at? Get the hell out of here.
Yikes.
Leave me alone already. No use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today. Maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me.
Whoa.
Guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James. Wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
That's depressing. My God. Oh boy, don't give me any more of those flashbacks. Game over. Okay. No, certainly not. Does it matter which egg you use? Like, was that of any importance? I don't know. Let's see here. Well, this is a little awkward. I think I found my dead wife. What do you know? Dreams do come true. Or nightmares.
Mary?
They look like shit. You know, we actually look like brother and sister.
Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria?
Oops.
Maria. I'm done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not married.
The voice actor could have did that line better.
I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
Ah! Ew, love bugs. I don't have a map of this area. Oh Lord. All right, let's get rifled up. Wait, aim. Aim at the thing. There we go. Oh, damn. She has a penis. Cool. Oh, I can actually dodge that if I run. Yeah, it's like a Mario game. I got options to avoid attacks. It's cool. Oh boy. This might be the best boss in the game because you actually gotta dodge their attacks. And it's not like completely brain dead to do it. Right? You gotta time that shit and avoid the penis. Oh Lord. Oh, I just barely dodged it that time. Smooth criminal, baby. Don't reload right in front of her, James. That's why I need the reload button. Move, move, move. Damn. Okay, I'm having a string of bad luck here. Or I'm just sucking. Run, James, run! Ooh, you just missed me, bitch. All right, so I'm gonna save some rifle ammo. I feel like every time, I feel like they're trying to trick me into using all my rifle bullets up, you know? Whoa, that was close. And I still got hit. Oh, that was close. Yes.
James.
Bye, bitch.
James. James.
I kill all my girlfriends.
James.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, right? Okay. I was like, maybe use the knife. Hold up. Oh, I finished her. Awesome. That's cold. I was just like, stood over her. Boom.
Mary?
Oh, God. She is disgusting.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth.
Tell the truth,
You
James.
also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
There we go. Let's get to the
Done.
shadows of the
You're
mind.
suffering for it. It's enough, James.
You ever heard of a fucking divorce, James? God. Lord. I mean, I'm just saying, people do it all the time.
James.
Divorce sick loved ones. I can't handle your cancer. Yeah, you're a terrible person for doing it, but it'll be a lot easier than murdering the person. Damn. But you would probably still end up traumatized, right? And in Silent Hill. Let's be honest. I abandoned my sick wife and she died a month later. Now I'm in Silent Hill. You're going to end up in Silent Hill either way. Let's go, honey. Oh. Did he put her in the car?
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town.
Let it be known, James.
What was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing.
Is he going to kill himself? We driving off a cliff?
Now we can be together.
I'm assuming I got a bad ending.
Restless dreams. I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday.
Well, here we
You
are.
never did.
We're here.
Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I think that's their way of telling me, you got the bad ending. Try
Waiting
again.
for you to come to see me. But you never do.
Ooh.
And so I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain.
Now you're just fishing for pity. Come on now. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. You're an adult. Shut the fuck up.
Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling. And all I can think about is how unfair it all is.
The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James.
That was way too long. I get it, right? They're trying to, that's her final monologue before death. Fine. They could have shortened that by at least a third.
James,
Oh my, it's not even over.
you made me happy.
And put the controller down. I got you, right? We get some in-depth insight into the mind of Mary. I beat the game. Fuck it. But seriously, you get some insight into what she was thinking. Cool. That was too long though. Shorten that by a third. I'm with you. God, we did it though. We beat Silent Hill 2. Not the biggest fan of that ending though. I got to be honest. But I'm assuming that I didn't get like the best secret UFO ending, so I'm not gonna really hold it against them like that. This is some badass credits though. It almost makes me want to play it again, but I don't even know where to begin you know, to get a better ending. Like, I don't know what I did right. I don't know what I did wrong. Silent Hill 1 was a lot simpler because it was just the bottle, right? The bottle and the thing that you do for Kaufman, you know, getting the fluid out of his motorcycle, which I did that part. I just didn't fill the bottle up for Sybil, and that fucked me up, but, you know, whatever. But with this one, I don't know. Like, what about that knife? And I only went to like one of the egg doors. Maybe it was something about that. Should I have killed the boss? Should I have finished her off? You know, did I have to kill Eddie? Like, I don't know. I don't know like what I what I could have done differently. I'll probably just look it up though. I really just don't feel like playing the game all the way over again. But I could play it on hard later, you know. Because I would enjoy more of a challenge. Oh, our good pal Eddie there. And what was up with Angela? She just walked off into the fire, never to be seen again. Goodbye, Angela. Goodbye. All right, fake Mary. We all love her. Yeah, I don't know, I got the feeling there was more. I got the feeling there was more to this game, and I wasn't able to quite unlock it. But I'm not surprised. I didn't go into it expecting to get the best. 2001. Wow. Damn, that's 23 years ago. That picture is so cool. I can't lie. That's a cool ass picture of James there. It looks so dark. All right, action level normal, riddle level normal, ending in water. Ending clear 104, so it's 4 endings. Saves 53, total time 9 hours 17 minutes. Hold on. Items 245. Defeated enemy by shooting 5. Defeating enemy by fighting. What? I defeated way more enemies by shooting. But maybe they're talking about like finish with the foot, right? Stomped on them. Because I shot most of them, and then like if I shot them, I probably finished them with the foot and not the gun. Boat max speed. Oh my god. Boat stage time 4 minutes 33 seconds. Total damage 1,249 points. Your rank 8 stars. All right. Do I get a special prize? Do I get something fun? I don't think I do. Like, dude, you got the water ending. Oh, that's it. Oh, fuck. Why is that new game highlighted though? So there is no beginner puzzle. Okay. I just want to see like what happens if you load it up. Okay, so you just get your results. All right. But then what about the new game? All right. I just want to see it. I'm not going to play it. I just want to see if anything is different. Like maybe they start you off. No. Gotta say it again. These F&Bs look so good. Yeah, shut up. Okay. All right. Nothing. Okay. Well. Thought maybe they gave me something. And here we are again. Nah, no way. Like I'm already Silent Hill 2 exhausted. Okay. We did it. Well, I beat Silent Hill 2. Great times. But since I'm not gonna bother, well, give me a second here. Just in case, right? Let me see here, because this is what I did after I beat Silent Hill 1. Um, I went and checked the wiki. You should play 3 now. I am. I'm gonna play 3. I'm gonna play 3 next. I mean, obviously not tonight, but I am gonna play it. We're going to go straight ahead to 3, and I'll probably start that next week. But I wanted to check the wiki so I could learn about the things that I wasn't able to learn about playing through the game, because I'm sure the lore is pretty deep. So I just want to get into the lore a little bit. Plot and/or ending details follow. James Sutherland has arrived in the town of Silent Hill, Maine after receiving a letter from his wife, Mary. Despite the fact that she suffered from a terminal disease and died 3 years prior, the letter claims that Mary is waiting for James in their special place, which confuses James, as the whole town of Silent Hill was their special place. Despite James wondering if the letter is a prank by someone with a twisted sense of humor, he notes that the letter is definitely written in Mary's handwriting, and the author is aware James once made a promise to return to Silent Hill with Mary, and that he's never fulfilled this promise. After leaving the observation deck and walking to Silent Hill, James enters a graveyard and meets Angela Croscoe, a nervous young woman who came to the town to search for her missing mother. She warns him that there's something wrong with the town and that it could be dangerous, but he ignores her warnings, saying he doesn't care if it's dangerous and that he plans on finding his missing someone too. When James reaches Silent Hill, he discovers that it's not the same beautiful town it was a few years ago. In addition to the bizarre, omnipresent fog, the town seems to be rotting away and abandoned. Macabre, vaguely humanoid creatures are roaming the streets and attempting to attack James whenever possible. When he discovers that the path to his first destination, the lakeside Rosewood Park, is blocked, James decides to pass through an apartment complex to reach what he believes could be the special place Mary mentioned in her letter. Inside the apartments, James briefly encounters a little girl who steps on his hand before running away. Soon after that, he finds Pyramid Head, a humanoid monster whose head is completely obscured by a giant metal pyramid-shaped helmet. James later meets a young man, Eddie Dombrowski, who is vomiting into one of the apartment toilets. Eddie defensively responds to questions regarding a corpse in the refrigerator of the apartment room. In another apartment complex, James finds Angela again lying in front of a large mirror, contemplating suicide with a knife in her hand. Trying to talk her out of it, James persuades her to hand him the knife for her own safety, and she flees in an unusual panic to resume her search for her mother. After James leaves the apartment building, he finds the girl he previously met humming to herself on a graffiti-covered wall. He confronts her in frustration, and she reveals to James that she knows Mary and that he never loved her anyway, but then jumps off the other side of the wall before James can get more information from her. When James finally reaches Rosewood Park, he meets a woman named Maria who appears nearly identical to his recently deceased wife, Mary, but showing off more skin and possessing more of an arrogant attitude. During their time together, Maria reveals insight into matters that only he or Mary would know and acts in a very seductive manner towards James. Maria accompanies James in his attempt to reach his second suspected special place, the Lakeview Hotel that he and Mary once stayed at. James enters a Pete's Bowl-O-Rama, where he meets Eddie again, he also spots the little girl who runs away from James upon seeing him. Eddie then reveals to James that her name is Laura. Outside, Maria claims to have seen Laura, and out of concern for her, has James tried to pursue the girl. After passing through Heaven's Night, James and Maria see Laura enter Brookhaven Hospital. So they follow while exploring the hospital. Maria becomes sick and rests in a hospital room. James finds Laura in one of the rooms, but he becomes angry at her for claiming to have known Mary for the past year, in clear contradiction to his belief that she has been dead for 3 years. Laura responds by locking him in a room filled with covered monsters stuffed in hanging cages under the pretense of looking for a letter from his wife. After they are defeated, the hospital undergoes a sudden dramatic change to the other world, where James returns to the hospital room to find Maria missing. James later finds Maria in the hospital basement. However, Maria becomes incensed, claiming that James had abandoned her. All right, Pyramid Head appears and chases both James and Maria through the hospital basement, and the creature manages to slaughter Maria while they attempt to make their escape via elevator. So she did have to die. Okay, so I thought maybe I could save her. Okay, let me see if I can skim through this because they really covering every goddamn detail. James finds Maria miraculously alive. I remember that. She had not been killed. He would free her. She has been murdered from a newspaper. James discovers that Angela killed her father, who sexually and physically abused her under the complicity of her mother. Yeah, James saves Angela from a monstrous representation of her father, after which she becomes hostile. Angela expresses her distrust in James and men in general, as from her experience, they were only after one thing. She also calls James a liar who didn't want Mary. You know, I hate to say it, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I know Silent Hill is one of those series that appeals to women as well as men. And again, I don't want to sound insensitive, but when you think of the number of women who have dealt with sexual abuse and or just in general having to deal with perverted, devious men, I bet that this part probably triggered or resonated with quite a few women, you know, who played this game. And again, I'm not trying, it's just being real, because not a lot of games touch on subjects like that. Near the end of the labyrinth, James finds Eddie, who has mentally snapped after a life of bullying and verbal abuse by his peers due to his physical appearance and him being overweight. Eddie reveals he killed the dog of a bullying football player and then shot the dog's owner in the leg. It becomes clear that Eddie is mentally unwell and is willing to kill the next one to laugh at him. James unwisely asks Eddie if he's gone nuts, prompting a battle between James and Eddie. James kills Eddie in self-defense, and he feels shocked and ashamed of himself that he killed a human. Okay. So I couldn't save him either. Okay, great. Fantastic. James watches a videotape he apparently left at the hotel 3 years ago, which shows that he killed his terminally ill wife by smothering her with a pillow. So this really happened. It's to the World Hotel discovering. Dead father and brother. Damn. Angela disappears beyond the flames, presumably killing herself. That's kind of a big assumption. Damn. In the hotel lobby, James finds Maria resurrected again, killed by 2 pyramid heads. James then realizes that they have been created to punish him for his sins and proceeds to fight the duo. After they are sufficiently weakened, they impale themselves with their own spears as if to indicate that their purpose had been fulfilled. That's cool. Pyramid Head is like a representation of his guilt of killing his wife. Great. Psychological horror. We got it. James is led to a hallway where he listens to a previous interaction that Mary and he had while she was still alive. In the situation, James had brought Mary flowers, but she refused them, yelling in aspiration at James, stating that she was too disgusting to deserve flowers. By the end of the conversation, Mary desperately pleads for James to be with her. The memory ends, and James then enters a large metallic complex with a long staircase. At the top of the staircase on the roof, he finds a woman resembling Mary who transformed into a monster after becoming angered by James. Upon defeating this final demon, the game comes to a close. So now we get to the endings, right? Silent Hill 2 does not have an explicit canonical ending. A translation of the Book of Lost Memories says, of the four conclusions, there is no one correct interpretation. Each ending indicates a different possibility. Cool. Leave. James reaches the hotel rooftop and sees a woman whom he mistakes for his late wife, yet it is not Mary, but instead a vindictive Maria, who then makes a final attempt to get James to accept her. James rebuffs her, however, and she turns into a monster similar to the hanging monster in the hospital, becoming the final boss. Upon her defeat, James is granted a final meeting with Mary, where he admits that he came to deeply resent her as constantly having to deal with her sickness and her misplaced anger took over his life. Mary denies that as the reason he killed her and gives him her letter. James then leaves Silent Hill together with Laura. The ending song is Overdose Illusion. Keep health high. Heal frequently if James is injured. Check Mary's photo and letter. Don't spend too much time with Maria. In Lakeview Hotel, listen to... That's it? That's all you had to do? Keep health high. Heal frequently. Check Mary's photo and letter. Don't spend too much time with Maria. How do you do that? How do you not spend too much time with Maria? You can't kill her. Okay, whatever. This is what I got in water. The woman on the rooftop is Maria once again making a final attempt to get, okay. Where he admits, okay, we know that. But Mary insists that James has suffered enough and gives him the letter. She violently coughs and dies again as James holds her hand. According to the novelization, Mary's corpse was already in the trunk of James' car. He takes out her body and arranges it in the passenger seat. James arrives at the conclusion that he is unable to live without Mary, realizing that he came to Silent Hill to commit suicide in a place of memories. James then drowns himself by driving into... Oh, I had to get the I'm dead ending, of course. I killed myself. But James is a fucking idiot too, so whatever. A view from under the lake with bubbles rising to the surface is seen. The ending song is Angels Thanatos. Keep health low. If James is injured, do not heal immediately. Check Angela's knife. I did that. What? Read the patient's diary on Brookhaven's roof and the second message to James and Neely's bar. In Lakeview Hotel, listen to the headphones. This is stupid. I gotta be... This is like some Silent Hill 4 level ending stupidity, bro. I love Silent Hill 4, but Silent Hill 4 did some stupid shit too for like the best endings and whatnot. Right? I thought it was something intelligent. This is why I'm not stressed about it though. This is why from the very beginning I was like, I'm gonna beat it. Whatever ending I get. And then I'm gonna just read the plot and the ending and the synopsis and all that and all the conspiracies. Cause I figured it would be some dumb shit I would have never known, right? Checking Angela's knife is the bad thing. Ugh, stupid. All right, Maria. If the player spends a lot of time with Maria, it protects her well from monsters, including from Pyramid Head in the hospital basement. So can you save her there? The woman in the final boss room will identify as Mary, who has not forgiven James for killing her. She would then turn into the final boss, and after her defeat, James returns to Rosewater Park to stare at the water. Maria inexplicably resurrected again, asks James if he killed Mary again. James says that wasn't Mary, implying he believes she was just a hallucination or manifestation. James leaves town with Maria. As they leave, however, Maria starts coughing, implying she is suffering from the same illness as Mary. The ending song, oh God, that's horrible. Keep health high, heal frequently if James is injured. Don't bump into her frequently and make sure she keeps up. I bumped into her quite a bit. Spend a lot of time with Maria and protect her from monsters. Follow her commands and visit her when she is sick in Brookhaven Hospital. When Maria dies in the labyrinth, attempt to re-enter the room in Lakeview Hotel. Do not listen to the headphones in the hallway. This one kind of makes sense, right? Now, the whole bumping into her thing is kind of stupid because that's an easy mistake you could make. But I kind of get some of these, right? Spending a lot of time with Maria, visit her in the hospital room. When she dies, attempt to re. But this is still a bad ending, you think about it. Rebirth, okay. The woman James confronts on the rooftop is once again Maria. James immediately declares that he's finished with her. Maria tries to change his mind, but he rebuffs her and she turns into a being similar to the hanging monsters in the hospital, becoming the final boss. After defeating her, James rows a boat with Mary's corpse to the Church of the Rebirth on Toluca Lake Island, where he intends to use relics collected throughout the game to resurrect Mary with the help of the old gods of Silent Hill. The outcome of this remains unknown. The ending song is The Reverse Wheel. On the second playthrough, obtain the White Chrism in Blue Creek, lost memories at Texan Gas, Obsidian Goblet in the Historical Society, and Crimson Ceremony in the Reading Room of Lakeview Hotel. So this is the ending you can only get by playing the game twice. Okay, dog. In the hotel, James discovers a dog who has apparently been controlling all the events of the game from a large cartoony computer. So these are the meme conspiracy endings, okay? Beyond a locked door in disbelief, James exclaims, "So it was all your work," in Japanese, and the dog licks him. A silly montage plays. After completing the Leave in Water and Maria endings or the Rebirth endings, start a new playthrough. Obtain dog key. Okay, UFO. This ending is a continuation of the UFO ending of the first game, added in the re-release version, in which James is abducted by a group of aliens with the help of the first game's protagonist, Harry Mason. Okay. Silly shit. I got you. What? Born from a Wish. Huh. Gameplay. Development. Christina Aguilera. Oh my God. That's, yeah. Whew. Advanced CGI for FMVs and facial animation. I could tell that was really good. Okay. According to Masahiro Ito, the events of Silent Hill 2 are set in the late 1970s or 1980s, prior to the 1990s. Oh, damn. This was ultimately retconned in subsequent installments with Alex Shepard's death. Oh, great. All right, whatever. I'm not going to go there. According to Masahiro Ito, the team chose to make James Sutherland forgetful of his crime and gradually remembers the game progresses so that the player could explore the abandoned city with James' mind. The concept of denial and selective memory loss would again be used for Heather Mason, Travis Grady, and Alex Shepard. Okay. Many ambient sounds in the game are random, meaning the sound design tends to be different every playthrough. For example, there are random chances of the player hearing footsteps, whispering, glass shattering, breathing, crying, screaming, and pig squealing. Oh. You know what? And I noticed too that in Silent Hill 1, the timing for like the music and the sound effects was better. Probably because everything was deliberate. Whereas in this game, it was kind of random, which can make things feel different on subsequent playthroughs. But then if it's not as deliberate, it's not going to be as effective. James' original attacks included dismembering limbs of the monsters, which was changed to melee and ranged weapons attacks without the additional violence. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Konami lost the source code to Silent Hill 2, which is one reason why the Silent Hill HD collection had many technical issues, as the only source code available was the unfinished beta version. I heard about that. Terrible. Silent Hill 2 had less monsters than in the original game. According to Ito, this was an intentional decision because he did not believe that James Sutherland's story arc needed as many monsters as Alessa Gillespie. He later regretted including even 9 monsters because he felt that it would have been better to only have 5 or 6. Ito, come on now. Let's not go there. Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied now. I'm satisfied. Bird certified. Welcome to the stream. You're kind of late. I just finished the game. I've been reading the wiki to try to connect the dots and, just trying to, learn the lore. What ending did you get? I got the in water. I got the in water ending. So I guess you could say the worst ending since it ends with you fucking dying, killing yourself. So yeah, but again, I'm not too stressed about it. None of the endings seem all that good, right? But I think no, leave is probably the best one, right? Because you just leave, right? You confront your internal trauma, you confront your demons, and you get the fuck out. So leave is probably the best case scenario. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in water is the worst one. The Maria one is, I don't know, it's kind of like a fucked up one because they imply that yeah, you get to leave with Maria, so you get a nice girlfriend on the way out, but she's sick, and so you might have to, you know, snuggle her with the pillow again. That ending is kind of a fan favorite, is it? I'm gonna die. We talking about the you talking about the in the water? They none of them. I think leave is probably the best one, right? Yeah, yeah. And James then leaves Silent Hill together with Laura. So you leave with the little girl. So it's there's some yeah. Leave is the best one, right? Because you save Laura, whatever the fuck she is. I don't even know. Is she a real person or well? I don't know. But in water, you just I had got the leave ending first try. I'm jelly. The only thing about it, some of the conditions for getting the endings are kind of silly. Like keeping your health high. I don't see what that really has to do with it. Checking the photos and the letter. I get the Maria ending somewhat, right? Spend a lot of time with her, protect her, visit her in the Brookhaven Hospital. So like you basically just spending a lot of time with her. I figured there was some significance to the amount of time you spent with her too. I figured that. I was like, this gotta have something to do with the ending. Us hanging out like this. Cause that reminded me of Silent Hill 4. The second half where you're with Eileen for just way too long. I can't even lie, bro. Like I do plan on playing Silent Hill 4 to complete the set, but man, I'm not looking forward to that. And I'm not definitely not going for the good ending. Too stressful. I'm giving Eileen a weapon and I'm gonna let her go for it. Fuck it. So you understand how Silent Hill works into uh a little bit. There's probably some gaps here and there, but I've read the entire plot here, and I feel like I got most of it right. I feel like I got most of it, but the only thing I guess that somebody had told me that the various characters that you run into are parts of James' subconscious and not real people in Silent Hill. That's the part I don't quite understand. Was it you that said that, or was it somebody else? Somebody told me that the people you run into aren't real. They're just parts of your subconscious. It's more of a it shapes itself according to your sin or what you did wrong. Yeah, okay, I get that. But then it's like this is the thing, right? If the people you run into are parts of your subconscious, how do you leave with Laura? Like how does your subconscious manifest into it? But it's Silent Hill, anything can happen, so fuck it. That's what kind of makes that whole concept silly to me. Right? The fact that if these are just parts of your subconscious, why would they manifest into a living being that you could leave the supernatural, magical world of Silent Hill with? Right? Like, hey, Laura, part of my subconscious, let's go. Come with me. Now you're a person. That's kind of stupid. If everybody just kind of disappeared after the events are over, that makes more sense. No, the people are real. They have their okay. So that was all right. Somebody gave me some bad information. I was about to say that's kind of crazy. But Maria can't be real, right? Maria is real too. James Sutherland. Okay. I'm really interested in Eddie. He's my favorite guy. Oh, he got murked. Yeah, I did kill him. He is also currently homeless and has nowhere else to go in the world. After a stay in Silent Hill, Eddie becomes determined to kill the next one who laughs at him. Eddie worked part time at a gas station. The novelization reveals Eddie believes his own life is shitty and he does not really care about the fact most women have no attraction to him. However, he despises being bullied. Damn, we got some similarities. I'm not too great with the ladies myself. Due to being overweight, Eddie was often bullied by his peers. At times, Eddie was forced to get on his knees and beg for his life. He dislikes the body he was born with, feeling as if he lost the genetic lottery. Was this written by an incel? And was sick of being judged by his physical appearance. Eddie's attitude toward himself and his body are consistent with symptoms of body dysmorphic disorder. No, he's just fucking fat. Lose weight, you fat bitch. Eddie may have also developed an excessive eating disorder to cope with his troubles, as evidenced by his desire to stay in shelter and eat pizza after being insulted by Laura, rather than facing the task at hand, although he could also be recovering from the travel. One bully, a football player, would not leave Eddie alone even after he graduated high school. Eddie became an easy target and a victim. Eventually, Eddie mentally snapped and proceeded to kill the bully's dog in retaliation. Afterwards, Eddie shot the bully in the knee using his father's revolver, crippling him. Though Eddie did not kill him, afterwards, Eddie fled, wandering for a while before coming to rest in Silent Hill, claiming that the town called him there. It is also ambiguous whether or not Eddie is on the run from police. As he claims, he just ran because he was scared. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a lot better than what the other guy told me. Right? The fact that they're all actual people with their own demons and problems and shit, you know. I get that Angela was diddled as a kid. I got that one. But when the guy told me that they were parts of his subconscious, I was like, oh, that means James was diddled as a kid and Angela is the manifestation. But that's, again, it makes more sense realizing that they're all different people experiencing Silent Hill 2 according to their own traumas and demons and shit. I got you. Mm-hmm. Damn. Maria is part of the subconscious. Oh, so Maria is part of the subconscious and then manifests into a being that you can leave. Sounded right. I'm just saying. She represents how James wished Mary was dressing more sexy and whatnot. What a dog. Laura is the only person in Silent Hill that don't see it the way others do because she's a child and innocent. Got you. So she just having a ball. I wish you could save Eddie though. You know? I don't mean to try to make the game too happy go lucky or anything. I get that it's some dark shit, but I do think it would have been more interesting if you could save everybody, right? Like if you could save Angela, Eddie, right? The way you can save Sybil in the first game, right? If you make the right decisions. I think that just makes things more interesting, right? And people can still get the tragic, dark, I killed everybody ending or everybody died ending, but making it a possibility to save the characters, to me makes it more interesting. Eddie was actually a very cheerful character, therefore the name was borrowed from Eddie Murphy. In the end, however, we changed his personality completely. According to Masahiro Ito, Eddie only killed a dog. The bodies that appear in his scenes are just illusions. Uh-huh. That's funny. The tablet of the gluttonous pig represents Eddie. You don't say. Oh, Lord. What? He is the first non-possessed human enemy of the series. Yeah, because when you fight Sybil, she is possessed. Okay. Huh. Cool shit. Silent Hill looks like a beautiful town in the daytime. That's why Jane's enemies is related to hospital lights. Oh yeah, the nurses and all that. Oh great. What about the leg mannequins? Explain that one. What about the ones that are under you? I don't know what the fuck to call them. Right? But nothing quite beat the burping nurses from Silent Hill 4. Let's just get that out the way. Once I learned the real fate of his wife, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, the fact that he murdered her. I gotta say though, that was pretty well written, right? The whole event or situation surrounding him killing his wife. I'm not saying that that's something I can relate to, obviously, but I guess it kind of made sense when you think about it. They had a great relationship, a perfect marriage. They loved each other, and then it turns into a living hell once she becomes sick. She gets sick, she's dying, she doesn't have much time to live, and she takes it out on him. And he's trying to keep their relationship going and keep her happy, but she's acting like a total bitch because she's dying. Your big baby, right? And the combination of the frustration of your life being consumed by her sickness and bitterness, but also the sadness of losing the person that you love and seeing them suffer. And it's like, I want to kill you to relieve your suffering, but also because you're getting on my fucking nerves. Right? I gotta say that's some good writing right there. Like the combination of both, right? I guess individually, it's like, you probably shouldn't have did that, James. And he probably shouldn't have did that anyway. But when you combine them, right? When you combine those two emotions, right? The sadness and the grief and not wanting your loved one to suffer, but also just wanting your own life back. Right? Like you'll find a way to justify smothering a motherfucker with a pillow. And that's some real shit. I have a grandmother who's in the nursing home now. She had a stroke. And oddly enough, my mom works in the same nursing home that my grandmother is in. Right? And my grandmother, she's kind of like that, where ever since she got sick, she became really bitter. And like she'll treat you like shit because she's so upset about her condition. Now, my mom isn't about to smother her with a pillows or anything like that, but it's just saying, like, that's some real shit. I've seen that even in my family where people get sick and they're in the hospital or whatever, and then they get really bitter. They get really nasty. It changes them because it's a miserable experience. I'm just saying, like, that aspect of it was pretty well written, but yeah, I had no idea that he did it though. Before I played this game, all I really knew about Silent Hill 2 was that James was looking for his dead wife, and that this was the game that introduced the concept of Silent Hill forming according to you as an individual and your mental traumas or problems. That's all I knew. So when I saw the little video where he was like, die, bitch, die, I was like, damn. Like, for me, that was a twist. I'm glad nobody spoiled me, by the way. People been coming into these streams, watching me play and whatnot. And God, I managed to get all the way there without anybody mentioning it. It's like, damn, okay, cool. I got lucky there because I got to, whew. Angela stabbed her brother and father up. Save her from what? Look, I'm just saying, get her out of Silent Hill. Let's go home. Okay, you killed your trauma or whatever. Like, let's go. let's go home. Is repressed sexual stuff he couldn't make love to his ill wife. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes me think about Pyramid Head sodomizing that one monster, right? The leg enemies is from being sexually frustrated. That's God. That's why Maria looks like that when he gets to Silent Hill. Okay. The writing is good, but it's also said that Mary's body is in the trunk of the car when you first arrive in Silent Hill. Oh yeah, I think I read that. Yeah. Wow. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. In the trunk of the car. James is such a crazy person, right? You got your wife's dead body in the trunk of the car. And then you just forget the second you get there. But then wait a minute. If her body is in the trunk of the car, but he killed her 3 years ago, right? Like, did he just never tell anybody that he killed her, and just did he have the body laying around? Did he dig the body up? What the hell? That's some crazy shit. Repressed memories. Now, I'm just saying though, right? If he killed her 3 years ago, where was the body? Like, it's no way the body was just in the trunk for 3 years. Like, that motherfucker would have been stinking. And then why would you go to the cemetery to dig up the body and put it in the trunk? That's a lot of work. But I guess if you get a letter, you're like, I gotta go check to see that she ain't a zombie. Was it 3 years ago? Think about it. Maybe he just did it. I thought about that. I'm just saying they kept saying 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, right? But I think wasn't there a scene where they did kind of talk about the timeline a little bit, like between him and Laura or some shit like that. She was like, they were talking about her age, like 8 years old. And then something didn't line up. I forgot what it was, but maybe that's what you're talking about. Like, he basically, what you're saying is he just killed her and then threw her in the trunk and then went to Silent Hill. That's still crazy though. But it would make sense, right? Because Eddie had a similar experience, right? Where he just went through something traumatic. He just he just killed a dog and shot a man. Then he went running off and then he ended up in Silent Hill. Right. So maybe James really did just murder his wife and then said, well, where did this letter come from? It's still crazy. No matter how you slice it, it's still fucking crazy. Like, I get repressed memories, but if I just killed you yesterday, like, if it did happen 3 years ago, it would make more sense, right? Because that's time to repress and be in the now. I just killed you yesterday and put you in the trunk. I smell you. I'm driving to Silent Hill smelling your rotting corpse, but convincing myself that you're here. I don't know. You gotta admit, there's some crazy details here. Silent Hill knew what would draw them there and did just that. The words in the letter disappeared after watching that tape. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a nice touch. So if you check the letter, it's like, oh, it's actually my napkin from when I had lunch this morning. That's some crazy shit. Nice touch. I didn't check the letter again because I'm not a crazy person. But that is a nice touch. Oh, man. Laura's the real hero here. You think about it. Laura is an orphan who befriended Mary Shepard Sunderland a year prior to the events of Silent Hill 2. and she became attached to Mary as if she were her own mother. How Laura's parents died and why she was in a hospital is never revealed. She and Mary were patients of the same unspecified hospital and under the care of the same nurse identified as Rachel. Mary described Silent Hill as a beautiful place and showed Laura many pictures of the town during her hospitalization, which is why Laura went there. Let me go check out this cool place. She was a brat, though. She deserved to get kicked in her big ass head for her behavior, but, what can you do? It's worth noting that James used to watch Mary play the piano, and this scene likely triggers James' memories. Laura says she's tired of walking around Silent Hill, talks about Mary with James, shows James a letter confirming her friendship with Mary. So she befriended Mary while Mary was in the hospital, and Mary found it within herself to not be a total bitch to the child the way she was being to her husband. So she was able to make a friend. After he finishes, James asks Laura how old she is, to which she replies that she turned 8 last week, meaning that Mary couldn't have died 3 years prior. Laura then runs away again looking for another letter. Okay. Yeah. I saw that and it just went right over my head that they were basically telling me, wait a minute, she died probably the other day. And then you find out he did it. Okay. Again, I understand, but you gotta admit, if you killed somebody yesterday or the week before, it's kind of hard to repress that with their body in the trunk. I'm just saying, you gotta bump your head pretty hard to repress that shit. That's just, ugh. But I got you. That's a nice twist. It's a nice twist and turn. In the leave ending, James exits Silent Hill with Laura. They travel through Toluca Graveyard. James follows Laura, who then stops and waits for him to catch up to her. They then vanish into the mist, one after the other. This ending could suggest that James is intending to carry out Mary's wish to adopt Laura. Laura does not appear in the game's other 3 endings, so it is not revealed what happens to her. However, since the town was never dangerous to her, it is assumed she leaves Silent Hill unharmed. Well, somebody has fun. What? Oh. Yeah. Oh, awesome. It said he drove to Silent Hill to kill himself originally, so it's all wild. Yeah, based on the water ending. Yeah, I'm just hopping in the car. Yeah. Now that ending actually makes more sense considering the events, right? You kill your wife, throw her in the trunk. Now I'm gonna kill myself. Right? That's hardcore though. James is a crazy motherfucker. We gotta talk about that. Right? Let's not act like James is sane. Because even though I enjoyed the writing, they gave about as good of an excuse for anybody to murder their wife. Right? Okay, I got you. But still, James is crazy. He's like Eddie and like they're all the same. They're all wacko. They're all like insane people. That's what's funny about it. You think about it, right? Normally in a game like this, the protagonist is the voice of reason, right? Like Harry in the first game, or was it Henry? I forgot his name. Or the guy in Silent Hill 4, forgot his name too. Henry, or some shit like that, whatever. But they're like the voice of reason. They're not like crazy people. Right? They're normal. One guy just looking for his daughter. The other guy, I'm stuck in my room. Get me out, please. Oh, a serial killer. Let me save the girl. He's a hero. He's a fucking knight in shining armor, basically. Heather, I forgot. I don't remember shit about Silent Hill 3, so I'm playing that next. But James is a legitimate madman. That's the thing. Right? Like, I'm playing it at first thinking he's going to be the straight man here. But I quickly found out, right? Because at first, when you think about it, you're going to find your dead wife. That's crazy in of itself. But I give you a pass, right? Because, you know, we need an excuse for you to come to Silent Hill. Maybe you're distraught. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you're down in the dumps. Okay, fine. I'll give you a pass. But the way he was talking to some of these guys, like, he's always seemed kind of unstable to me. Even like from the like early parts of the game. And as it goes on, you see it more and more. And it's kind of subtle. And then it all culminates to finding out, oh, he killed his wife. And then if you get my ending, the water ending, then he looks extra crazy because it's like, I killed my wife and I'm going to kill myself. Murder, suicide. Man, that's kind of cool when you think about it, though, because you don't see it a lot. You don't see a lot of games where you get, like, you're the crazy person. Right? He came to die in a special place. Madman. But the workings of Silent Hill made it seem she was there, hence the letter. So maybe he was hoping she was really alive. Crazy person. That's what I'm saying. Crazy person. I mean, come on. If you are so convinced, right? Like my dog died about 3 or 4 years ago or some shit. Forgot. If I get a letter from my dog, granted, dogs can't write, but you know, let's say I knew a human that died and then I get a letter from them, I would be creeped the fuck out. But I'd be like, somebody's fucking with me. I'm not gonna go riding up to fucking Silent Hill or whatever. I'm not gonna like, oh, got this letter from my dead friend. Wait a minute. What is this? Like, dude, hell. Yeah, I mean, come on, let's be real. Who's going? I'm pretty sure you died, man. I mean, if you got a letter from Tupac right now, you're gonna go to fucking California. I know it's probably a dumb comparison, but still. I'm just saying James is crazy. We gotta admit this. We gotta be honest. I know James is our guy. He's our boy. But he crazy. That's why this game is my favorite. All this stuff is so interesting. It is though. A lot of lore, a lot of depth. You know, this is some good shit. Good shit actually. The only good guy there was, she was the unsung hero because she was the only normal person there. And even she was a brat, right? Eddie just completely snapped. He just lost it. He said, fuck it. I'm killing you. I'm killing everybody. You know, Angela was broken beyond repair, right? Maria, manifestation of my lust and perversions. Laura, normal person. That's it, right? Angela. Yeah, that's it. Damn. Depends on the importance of that person. Look, man, you're not gonna convince me You're not gonna convince dude. You're not gonna convince me to go anywhere off of a letter from a dead person. Do you like think about how spooky? Like if even if you buy into it, like that's just scary, bro. That's just some spooky shit. I'm not going. I'm not going wherever this letter is telling me to go. I got this from a dead person. I'm not going. I'm gonna tell you because it's two possibilities, right? One, it's a prank. It's a joke. Two, you're gonna end up in a fucked up situation like James. You're gonna end up in hell. You're gonna end up in a parallel dimension, abducted by aliens. It ain't gonna end well. That's what I do know. You're not gonna follow the directions in the letter and be like, oh, my dead loved one, I finally found you. You're alive and resurrected. Thanks to Jesus Christ. That's not how that's gonna end. It's either a prank or you're fucked. Right? No in between. So, those are your options. So I think you might want to ball that paper up. I felt bad for all of them. Well, Eddie was kind of a dickhead. Let's be honest, right? I get it. You're a bully and overweight. All right, I got you. That ain't fun, right? But that motherfucker snapped, right? He just straight. Like I think James said, he said something like you're going nuts or whatever, and then Eddie was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you in the face now. Like it didn't. Eddie completely just snapped. He was gone, man. He was gone. I would love to see Silent Hill from his perspective, though, right? If all the demons and monsters are a reflection of your traumas and sins and demons, you got to think Eddie probably had like a bunch of fat people, like fat demons, like just bloated blob demons, like hobbling around trying to eat him. I can see that. Oh, dogs, because he killed the guy's dog. He probably had as many dogs as Harry from the first game. Like, oh, all these fucking dogs. What else? He would have had let me see. Probably like a cupcake monster, like a food monster. Right? I know like fat monster dog, but it would have been like a pizza monster or something, right? Nah, that's kind of stupid. That's kind of stupid, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's the best I got. Oh, God, imagine Angela. Oh Lord, God. Oh man. Oh, you you know how men have this extreme fear of going to prison and being butt fucked and raped. like, not trying to be insensitive here, but I'm just saying, right? Angela's Silent Hill, right? I mean, probably made James look like Disney World by comparison, right? I'm just saying, James's trauma is a bit different. He killed his wife, right? Her shit, ugh, God, dude. Tentacle monsters and shit. God. Whew. Yeah. Damn. And then Laura just fucking Disneyland. She's just walking around. It's Six Flags and shit. That's real fair. It's messed up, but I understand how it got like that. I mean, if he murdered her for like a few days ago and he was a drunk, his headspace can't be good. Wait, was he an alcoholic? Was Was that implied? Like, did he have alcohol? Did I miss that? Did I miss that? Did I miss that? Oh, look at Maria here. She looks so good there. My God. Wait, she was 25. How old was James? Okay, 29. What was he doing? A clerk? Broke. Brokey. You didn't know he broke. Okay. Speculation. Maria is a manifestation, mental construct, or figment of James' seemingly delusional imagination. She was produced by James' delusions as a result of his inability to bear the weight of the crime of killing his wife, Mary. Similar to a dream character, she is seen defying death and questions James' perceptions of whether or not her death actually occurred. Okay. So that's confirmed. She really was just a manifestation. Great. Very fun. He drove about half a day with her in the trunk. That letter did not help his mental health and state of shock, probably. Okay, I'm drunk. I just killed my wife. I got this letter. Look, I got you, but at that point, you're firmly in the insanity, right? Like, you're not doing this from a place of sanity, right? That's the point. I'm just saying James is a madman, right? That's why he went there in the first place. I'm drunk. I just killed my wife, and I got a letter from the dead wife I just killed. At that point, the screw's already gone, right? You're gone. You know, I'm looking at it from the perspective of, right, I'm not fucking crazy, right? You know, I guess if you killed the person and they're in the trunk and you're drunk and you're ready to kill yourself, why not? But, you know, I'm thinking more like a normal scenario, right? My wife died literally 3 years ago of cancer, right? And it's not, I didn't kill her or nothing like that. Let's just say hypothetically normal death, right? My wife died normal death 3 years ago. I didn't kill her. I'm not crazy. But I get a letter from her saying, meet me in this special place. I ain't going nowhere, right? I'm not going wherever the hell that, right? But in his shoes, given that he killed her, and you imply maybe he was under the influence or something, and he's ready to kill himself. Yeah, maybe. Why not? Yeah. At that point, why not? Let's go. Let's go to Silent Hill, right? And while we're at it, let's take a rest stop at Raccoon City, right? Why not? See what's going on with the zombies and shit over there. Let's take a little pit stop, a little rest over there, right? Bathroom break in Raccoon City on the way to South. Yeah, if that's the case, then we can go ahead and do that, you know? If that's the case, no problem. Let's go. He probably had people just laughing at him, and yeah, probably dogs. Angela's Silent Hill is always on fire. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad enough. But imagine whole game Angela Silent Hill. Right. I mean, that's a whole different experience. I'm just saying. I'm just I'm just saying that's a whole different game right there. All right, we got the fire, but it's gonna be a little bit more going on. It's gonna be so, you know. You you know, that's actually, oh my God. Do you know what would be like a cool idea for a Silent Hill game? This could bring Silent Hill back. This idea right here. Think about it. Roll with me. So we got the Silent Hill 2 remake coming out, right? And we saw what the Resident Evil 2 remake did for Resident Evil. Like, it kind of helped like renew interest after, like, you know, Resident Evil 6 was kind of shitty. Sold well, but you know, the fans weren't really feeling it like that. And then Capcom came out with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 remake, right? And it just brought Resident Evil back. So you got Silent Hill 2 remake, and it might have a similar effect. It might revitalize interest in Silent Hill as a series. But think about this. Resident Evil 1, what do you got? You have Chris, you have Jill. You have two separate scenarios that are different from one another, right? Same mansion, same, basic plot structure, but different characters experiencing different events. If I was going to make the next Silent Hill game, right, assuming that the Silent Hill 2 remake is a success, I would do that, right? Have a two scenario plot, right? Chris Jill type of shit. And you got to think about it, because of the way Silent Hill works, or at least in Silent Hill 2, depending on the person, it changes according to them, their demons, their trauma. So just imagine that shit. Imagine a new Silent Hill game, but instead of one character, you got two in Silent Hill, and they experience it differently. Right? So instead of sitting here talking about it and speculating, oh, I wonder what Angela Silent Hill is like. I wonder what Eddie Silent Hill is like. You can actually get the shit. Oh, we got two different characters and they experience it differently. Right? And just imagine the creativity that would allow the developers, like what they could do with that, right? Like, okay, how do we change Silent Hill according to character A as opposed to character B? That is, dude, why have they not done that? Like, that is such a good idea. Because people love that whole aspect of Silent Hill. People always talked about that, right? So actually make it a thing where that you can experience as the player instead of speculating about it. Like, here you go. There you go. Pick him. You get to see what his shit is like. Pick her and whoa, God, you thought that was bad. Right? And maybe make a third one. Right? Go DLC that shit. Make some extra money. Come on, Konami. Fuck with your boy. I live in Baltimore, which is so close to be. Oh boy. Home of Tank Davis. Yeah, the only thing they did was give us a Maria story. Yeah. That was let me see. I think they mentioned it here, right? That was the Born from a Wish, right? Serves as Maria's introduction in the Silent Hill universe, although this scenario was created after the release of Silent Hill 2. The Maria scene in Born from a Wish is much less sassy and confident, and it suggested she has no memory. But where was this? Was this in like how do you play that? I've seen that picture so many times. My God, oh Lord, look at that. That's horrific. Angela's Silent Hill game would be interesting because she goes childlike to depressed adults, so it would be wild. Look, it wouldn't even have to be Angela. Like, just new Silent Hill game, but just take that concept. Just use that. Because there's so much they could do creatively with that. Instead of because Silent Hill has always had one character and what their perception of Silent Hill to be. If you had two, you could really play with that idea or that concept of how Silent Hill how Silent Hill is experienced differently based on you as an individual. Right. And so, I mean, if they ever make a new Silent Hill game, they should do nothing but that. They should do nothing but that. Right. People would love that. They would eat that up so much. Right. Just to see a side-by-side comparison, like right there in game. You can play it. You can see it. You can like, whoa, like, his enemies look like this and her enemies look like that. And he had these events and she had those. And his is significantly harder and or this or I'm just saying, fuck with your boy. That would be bring it back. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It sells itself. Silent Hill 2 remake is gonna be a slam dunk, right? We know that. But you come out with another one, just tell the people, tell them that. Like what I just explained, just tell them. Yeah, like whoever the head designer is, right? When they're doing the early promo for the game, just be like, yeah, we're gonna have two characters in this Silent Hill game, and each one is going to experience it differently. Dude, instantly people gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god, I can't wait. That is, come on now. I'm just saying. I'm an idea guy. Everybody wants to be the idea guy. It's probably not as easy as I'm making it out to be, but still, it's just great. All right, so I've been here all night, chopping it up, playing Silent Hill, talking Silent Hill with you guys. So I beat Silent Hill 1. Great. I beat Silent Hill 2. Good. Now, as I've said before, I've already beaten Silent Hill 3 and 4, but 3, I beat that a while ago, so I don't remember damn near anything. That's why I'm still excited to play it, even though I've beaten it before, because I just don't remember anything about it. So I'm playing Silent Hill 3 next, but I'm playing on hard, right? Because since I already beat it on normal years ago, I don't, what's the point? And I felt like, I like Silent Hill 2, but it felt too easy, right? I mean, they really spoil you with resources in this game. They give you so much ammo, so much health and all that. And I feel like I would have enjoyed the game more if I had played on hard, right? Because I like a challenge. And I just think that if I had any complaint about Silent Hill 2 is that it felt too easy. It felt more like a leisurely stroll through Silent Hill. The first game felt like more of a challenge. Silent Hill 4 especially, because Silent Hill 4 you got a limited inventory, and the second half of the game with Walter fucking stalking you, and you got to protect your lane if you want the good ending. All that shit made it much more challenging. But I think out of the first 4 Silent Hill games, this was definitely the easiest one, right? And so I'm playing Silent Hill 3 next. And yeah, I'm gonna play it on hard because I really want to have like a stressful experience. Right. So that's next. I'll probably start playing it coming into the next week. I don't know. Sunday night, Monday, whatever the case may be. I'll put the word out. But basically, yeah, Silent Hill 3 is next. After that, I might do Silent Hill 4 again. Just depends on how I feel, right? Because that one is definitely going to stress me out for sure. But I wouldn't mind playing it again. It's just kind of stressful. And I also want to play Origins. I definitely want to play Origins too, because I never played that one, right? So hope you guys enjoyed that stream. We got Silent Hill 3 coming up next. So I will see you guys